Hello class, this is your teacher Mr. McDougall with your next tutorial in the Getting Started series. So we're working on our prep, our pre-production if you will, for before we do any photo or videos shooting. And part of the pre-production is location scouting. What location scouting is when you want to go shoot somewhere, you don't know where yet, so you have to research a couple different places that could potentially work for the shoot. What will usually happen in my photography business is I'll receive a request to do a photo or video shoot, and one of the things I need to do is come up with some good shooting locations. It helps to have several places in my back pocket that I can pull from and suggest to the client. But if I have to travel somewhere I've never been before, I need to do some research on that location and make sure that it will work. It's nice to have a variety of different locations to choose from, so that's what we're going to do today. So for this lesson, you are going to imagine that you're a photographer and or videographer, and a client has reached out to you via website or Instagram or whatever to book a shoot, but you don't have any locations in mind. So our job today is we're going to research a few potential shooting locations and send the client some info on them. So we're going to look up three specific locations in our area. So it says right here what I just said. Imagine someone has reached out to you. We need to send them a few options. So the first location we're going to look at is a park, like an outdoor area like a park or a nature center or somewhere where it's more rural, like countryside, grass and trees. We need to look up a beach section because a lot of people like to shoot at the beach. And then the third option would be like an urban or downtown kind of area. And for each of these locations, we're going to do this for all three of them. We're going to find the name of the location. So what's it called? What is the address? What hours are they open, or what hours are they available to shoot? Because most places are not open all day, or even if it's an outdoor area, you won't be able to really shoot when the sun sets. Is there parking available? Very important. And if there is it free or do you have to pay to park? There's a lot of nice outdoor areas that I've been to, especially beaches, where you can go and you don't have to pay to get there, but you have to pay to park because it's so crowded. And then do you need a permit to shoot there? Because a lot of places, if it's really nice and commercially, a lot of photographers or videographers like to shoot there. You have to pay some kind of permit to the property owner or the city or whoever it is, and that might come at a cost. And then lastly, we're going to find three sample images online of that specific location, which we will put here in this slideshow. So click on the classwork slides, and this is where you're going to put all that information I just mentioned. So first, start by putting your name and period number here. And then in slide number 2 is all of the instructions I just went over, same thing I just mentioned. And then these next 3 slides are where you will put your research from these locations. So you can see right here, as I mentioned, number 1 is a park or nature area, number 2 is a beach, and number 3 is like an urban street downtown area. So when you're looking to come up with these things, you could see, like from my example, this one's posted an example. This is a place I have actually shot that's near the Arcadia, Pasadena area, somewhere that I'm not terribly familiar with, but I had a shoot there, so I had to go and scout it out and research it, and I ended up having a very successful engagement shoot. So this could be one. And again, you can look online. So what you can do is start researching, open up a new tab. You can search photo locations near me, or you can go to Google Maps, and there's lots of ways that you can do it. You start in the city of Azusa if you want to look around there. There's a lot of nice places over here. There's some great wilderness park. This place is a good one. You can look up areas at the wilderness park. A lot of people probably do shoots there. You can go a little further out if you want. If you want to go up to Big Bear, that would be a really cool outdoor place to shoot. I know a few places that I can recommend around here. One over here. This one, I know there's a place over here. Carbon Canyon is an amazing park as well. Up here where the 10 is, I know there's one. This Frank Bonelli Park is a really good one. There's lots of good, really awesome parks you can shoot at. Here's the LA County Arboretum that I was talking about. So let's say, for example, I wanted to go here. I could shoot here if I wanted to, because I know someone had suggested it. So in order to start finding this research on here, I need to start looking this stuff up. So I already know the name, the Los Angeles County Arboretum, and here's the address. The address I can just copy paste from Google Maps. But to find that other information, we're going to have to do some research. So depending on the place that you choose, a lot of them might have a website, or you can at least look up their hours on Google. It might say right here. So I could see from their hours right here that they're open 9 to 5 each day, which is helpful. And then I might need to find something like parking or permits. So for that, you might have to do some digging a little bit on some of the locations depending on where you look at. And again, this is part of the research. So you might need to go to their website, look up options like maybe photography. There might be some options here, arboretum, photography information. Walk-ups are available. This is where we got to really read and do some research to find some good places in case maybe we do want to shoot here. Look at, they have daily photo walk-up permits. Let me see if I click right here. I can see right here, look at walk-up permits, $75. So if I did want to shoot here, I know it's at least going to cost me $75, which is why I put 75 plus, because it is more expensive. I've already done research on this place, and I know that it's actually more expensive because you also need to purchase admission tickets, which is another $15. And if you wanted to do more, you can do this option, the assisted photography, where they take you around on a golf cart. If you want to look up that one could be up to $400. So at least $75, which is why I put 75 plus. But also I learned that the parking is free. So then next, once you figure out all that information, we're going to find some images online. So we've already started doing it. Maybe we can find some on Google. Pick some nice shots that you could show the client to be like, wow, that's really beautiful. I want to shoot there. Maybe not something like this. This is kind of just a low quality one taken with somebody's phone. You don't want to send them something like this either. You want to find really nice professional ones. Like that one's pretty good. Something you can show the client, be like, hey, you want to shoot here? Look how beautiful this is. Obviously nothing like that. Really look it up until you find something cool that you think would be a good, beautiful shooting location. Maybe something like that. Like here's a good one. This would be a cool shot right here. That could work. Nature. You can also search it online if you go back to Google, and you can just search images of that place. So let's say Los Angeles County Arboretum. So images. There's a nice one right there of this rose garden. That's actually where I took one of my clients to shoot there. There's this old house. This would be a good one too. Maybe even the waterfall. Again, you want these nice professional, good looking ones to show the client. Be like, wow, look at that. That would be a beautiful shooting location right there on the bridge. You don't want to show them something that's kind of ugly or doesn't really showcase the area. Maybe not a peacock. Maybe something like that. That's kind of pretty. But it just depends. It's up to you. You can even show them sample shots. Maybe some professional photos were taken. You can use something like this too, so they could see a preview of what their photos, maybe graduation, engagement, wedding, whatever it is. Maybe you can find something like this too. Would be a good one to put on here. And that's what's going to go down here. So to find, once you find one that you like, you will look for a good photo that you like. Let's say I like this one. Remember, we're going to download the photos. We're not going to copy paste them onto the slideshow. You need to right click on the photo, go to save image as, and then you'll save it to your downloads. It'll appear in your downloads folder. Should be either a JPEG or a PNG. I can see JPEG right there. Whether you're on a Windows or a Mac, you're going to go to your Finder or your Files, go to your Downloads, and you'll see your downloaded images right there, and that's what you're going to put on the slideshow. So if this is going to be my LA County Arboretum, I'll put my first image here. So remember, the easy way to do this is just click on where I've placed this image holder, go to Replace, and then Upload it from your Downloads folder, where you just had that photo that you just downloaded right now. Sort by date added. There we go. Boom, and it fits right there. So I've already done the work for you, so you don't have to add the photo and shrink it to fit in the little square. I made it so it already fits for you. So then you'll do the same thing, completing all 3 locations. You can look for a beach nearby. There's a lot of great beaches to shoot around here. I know we're not exactly near the beach essentially, but there's some other good ones here. Manhattan Beach. Huntington Beach is not too bad. One I like to shoot at a lot is in Laguna Beach. There's a lot of great shots down here. However, most of these places do require a permit through the city, so you'll have to look on the city website to see what the permits cost. But Laguna Beach is a great one, and I'm sure most of the other beaches have permit costs as well. It just kind of depends. And then for the urban or street one, you can look for a downtown area. So maybe somewhere in downtown Azusa or downtown LA. Downtown Pasadena is a really good one. Pasadena City Hall particularly is a very popular shooting location. I've shot there a few times, and anywhere in the downtown area you can try to find an address or an alley where you can look up popular shooting locations. Again, do some research, maybe Google search popular shooting locations in Pasadena or something like that, and figure out what you can find. Finding all of this same information. Give me the name of where you find, the address, hours available, parking if there's a permit involved, and a few sample shots we can show the client and really wow them. Okay, so that is this project. Once you have completed all three in full, complete all information and all three sample shots, once you've completed all of that, you can come back to the lesson assignment and you can just click turn in. After you complete the slideshow, it'll automatically be updated. There's nothing to add or create. It's already added, so just click the big turn in button and you'll be good to go. All right, have fun. Let me know if you have any questions.